Hello, the internet. It is Sunday, the 11th of July, 2021, and welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to Julive. Julive is where I go live every day for the month of July, right here on YouTube. I know, you might say, dude, what's the big deal with that? You do live streams every day on DLive. Big freaking whoop. I know, but here for the month of July, YouTube's copping a flogging as well. And I like it. You know why I like it? It's because every 10 streams here on YouTube, we open a special bottle of Jack. Now, usually that takes 10 weeks because I usually only stream weekly on YouTube. But during the month of July, that 10 weeks comes up very quickly. In fact, it comes up every 10 days. So this guy behind me has only been there for 10 days, and I am looking forward to tasting it. Before we get into it though, the chisel chat. I'm gonna go, I gotta do a bit of scrolling here. Crikey, my chat, slow down. I began the chat with hello the internet. David Prettybread says, hi there. I said, hey, how are you, David? David said, great, how are you? Was going to ask you about JD Apple in the Discord, but I forgot about it. Great stuff. How are you doing? Okay. I said, I'm well. It's taken a long time for this product to come to Australia. It certainly has. And for some weird reason, it also hit the West Coast first. Nothing against Western Australia and Perth, but why did it get a release over there first? I don't know. I do not know. Oh, by the way, I'm going to just jump in here quickly and let you know, if you are here specifically for the Jack Daniels content, I'm going to say hello to the chat first, but if you're here legitimately just for my Jack Daniels reviews, you want to see the openings, I'm going to put links in the chat right now every single time that a 10th stream has turned up and where we have opened up a special bottle of Jack. So that's happening now. I'm going to address the chat, and then we'll move into the opening of this one, just in case you were here just for that. Little timestamp links, when you can click those, it'll take you to the stream and the timestamp of when we open the special bottle. Every bottle never to repeat here behind me. Fresh bottles, never repeating. That's the idea here. So yeah, it took ages to get to Australia. David says it's about 30 euro for 700 mil. Hey Siri, what's 30 euro in Aussie dollars? It's nothing. 47 Aussie dollars. So that's a little dearer than what we have here. We'll get to that momentarily. Then Pertsky's in the chat. Hey Ben and David. Pertsky. Hey those links aren't coming up. What's going on? Why are those links not coming up? Anyway, Perdsky says, so let me bring up the chat. Why is this is bugging me, but there's the chat. Oh no, it's doing that thing. It's doing that thing where the chat doesn't move. Why does it do that? Hold on. Chat, let me refresh the cache of this page. Refresh. Oh, you can't refresh cache. You can only refresh browser when scene becomes active. What? That gets rid of it. That's not what we want to do. Yeah, why is there a little arrow here? Okay, this sucks. Refresh browser. See if that fixes it. Okay, that might have fixed it. Hopefully that fixed it. Yo, Hendrick's in the house. Hendrick, how you doing, man? I don't know why that does that sometimes. Kind of annoying. Let me just see if it's working now. Let me put this chat message. Nope. Okay. Well, we'll leave that there for the time being. Hopefully I can address that before the end of the stream. But the chat, so in the chat, Perdsky's saying you generally avoid things like this when you see them. There is so much competition here. They do crazy discounting. We're wondering the price over there in Germany. You have to have an open mind when you go in. Kaufland, owned by Liddell. Okay, this has thrown me off. Is my chat working now? Let me just do a little test in the chat. If I put a little comment here. Testy. I'll just put a test there. See if that actually moves the chat up. What's a live stream without a live chat? It's a video. That's why I'm so concerned when this doesn't work, and it looks like it's not working. Oh no, there it is. Okay, that is working. All right. I mean, I've done, what is this? This is the 11th of July. I've done 10 streams on July, and I haven't had a single issue with my chat. And then the one time when you would argue we really need it, it just spat the dummy. Classic. But it seems to be working now. Okay, so are we gonna get straight into this? I kind of want to put these links in the chat, but they're not working either. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll open it up, and then we'll come back and we'll add those links to the chat. That's what we'll do. We'll do that first. So I can't wait any longer. West Coast of Ireland. Oh, who else is in the chat? Sorry, Hendrik, good morning. Rob Mack, I didn't see you come in. Rob Mack, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good morning. I'm a little thrown off by that. I also often have to refresh the YouTube chat, Perdsky. Really? I mean, as the streamer, that never happens. I mean, we have seen that little blue arrow thing. We have seen it before, but definitely not in July. It's a long time ago. Yeah, very strange. But anyway, we seem to be good now. Let's just talk a little about the pricing, because that's what we're talking about here. In Australia, the Jack Apple is retailing at $42.92. $42.92 a bottle. So that's a little dearer than what David Prettybread said before. But let's get to it. I can't wait any longer. Let's grab this sucker. Tennessee Apple. Let me bring this up so you guys can see as well. This is the latest from Jack Daniels in their flavors, if you like. There's like a flavor family. This does join the Tennessee Fire and the Jack Honey. If you know the red label, that's the Fire, and you got like a white or a sort of like a creamy yellowy label, that's the Honey. This is the latest in that sort of range, if you like, flavors. It's made with real apples, blended with Jack Daniel's Old No. 7. It's available globally, but like I said, it took a long time to get to Australia. Long time. And it went west first. Very strange. There was this conversation I was having with some, let's just say some Jack Daniel's aficionados, and they were saying that this will only come to boutique liquor stores in Australia. It won't come to the big chains, such as your Dan Murphy's, yet, as you can see, right there, it's in the Dan Murphy's. I don't know why people were saying that, but they were saying it wasn't going to come to Dan Murphy's, but there it is. You get it in Dan Murphy's. They have lowered their price. It was actually about $54 when I first saw it, and it's dropped down. So they've aligned their price to be more in line with the boutique distributors, which is where I got mine from. Actually, not far from here. Very strange. In a very small store, just a little liquor store in a little town. Spoke to the guys like, yeah, we've had this for a while. So the bold, crisp flavor, bold flavor. I don't know what that, Mac. What does that actually mean? A bold flavor. What could a bold flavor be? It's like you think it's there and then it goes, there it is, bold. It's come right at you. Bold, crisp flavor, rich, smooth finish with a touch of oak. Of course, the oak will be coming from the barrel that this JD sits in. Jack Daniels recommend serving it chilled with ice. So, there's pregnancy warning on the back here. 35% alcohols swimming around in there. There's 35 of them. So less than your regular 40% from Old No. 7. 35 little suckers swimming around. Let me read you the bottle. It says, smooth flavor. Tennessee Apple has the distinct character of Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey coupled with crisp green apple for a fresh and rewarding taste. Enjoy chilled. On this side of the bottle, it's got a little graphic here. Jack Daniel's character, Lynchburg, Tennessee. Classic green apple, crisp and fresh. Exceptionally smooth, highest quality. Front label just got original recipe, Tennessee Apple, finely crafted. It actually has 70 centiliters, so this is European, not Australian. Otherwise, it would be 700 mil. What can I tell you here on the back? Oh, this comes from the Netherlands. Wow. So this distribution is from the Netherlands. It's from Brown Forman in Keizersgracht? From Amsterdam. Yeah, right. Well, there we go, folks. I mean, I could talk about this longer, or we could freaking well open it. You know what I'm going to try to do again? I'm going to try to put the links in the chat. As we open this, ideally, you will start to see links in the chat to all of the Jack Daniels openings. Hopefully that works. I don't know why it didn't work before. The great Aussie ripoff, Perdsky. David Pretty Bread, I'm not offended. I know many people who would, but I'm not aware it's the same DNA on the same planet. What were you guys talking about? 35%, Rob Mac. Yeah, 35%. But then again, you don't really want this stuff to be stupidly potent, do you? I wouldn't want this to be stupidly potent. I don't think it needs to be stupidly potent. Man, why are my links not working? This kills me. I really want to show you all of my links of all the... And it's not working. Why is that not working? Either way, let's open it. And let's taste it. I'm going to taste it neat. And then I've got a couple of ice cubes here. I'm going to mix it with chilled, as recommended by Jack Daniels. Let's try this sucker. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. Why would that not be working? My Stream Deck says it's working, but it's not punctuating. Now I can't get... I'm all flustered. I'm not going to lie. I'm all flustered. When, for some reason, this doesn't work, it kills me. I'll tell you what. If you want to see any of my other Jack Daniels reviews, just search YouTube. They're somewhere there. YouTube buries those suckers all the way to the bottom and makes it difficult for me to get a start. Sometimes these spirits at 35% have a strange texture and missing the kick. Okay. I mean, I don't mind 35%, to be honest. You know, you've got... Well, we haven't... Actually, I won't talk about it if we haven't have it. Crack it open, Benon. I'm trying, dude. I'm trying to get this little... There's usually a little latch there which you can... But I can't quite latch the latch. I can't quite get the latch. Where is the little latch? I just cannot get my finger underneath it. You need a knife. Blop Jones in the house. G'day, Blopskis. How you doing, man? I do have a knife here. I'll just go... That should give me a little... There you go. That's all I needed. A little section there to get around. And then... Let's smell Tennessee apple from Jack Daniels. Oh, what? Oh, dude. Okay. All right, well, there is a real... Dude, there is a real sweet, bubblegummy, high school sweetness flavor. Yeah, dude, let me shake that up. Christmas? Not really Christmassy. That's not a knife. Not really Christmassy. Got a real cheap... It's like... It smells like cheap bubblegum. You'd expect like to have like a rub-on tattoo that you put on your arm and peel it off and there'd be like bubblegum and then you eat the bubblegum as well. You know what bubblegum is, right? Yeah. I mean, that's what it smells like. There's only one way to fix the smell and that's make the taste. Let's put... Oh, dudes... What is wrong with these glasses? These are all filthy. What an absolute lousy stream. My glass is dirty. You guys can't see it, but I can, and that kills me on the inside. I mean, this has come out of the dishwasher as well. All right, that's clean enough. Here we go. Jack Daniels Tennessee apple, smelling like cheap bubble gum. Let's just go a little nifter snifter. It's thick, isn't it? It's a liqueur. It doesn't say liqueur, though, does it? It is a liqueur, right? Okay, it's got a little fuck viscosity, a thuck viscosity. Got a little leg action there. All right, let's give it a little... This is why I avoid the flavored things. I mean, Podsky, from what you've said in the chat, you would not like this just from that smell. Well, it tastes way better than it smells. It's extremely sugary. Really, really sugary. Really sweet, sugary. It's nice. Like, it's not a bad flavor, but holy crap, that's sweet. That is a sweet... This is like a, it's kind of like a girly drink, right? To get the girls into the liquor. It's like a sweet, like... I don't want to say it because David Prettybread already said it. Christmassy. It's got like a festival, like, happiness. Get the cake out, and it's not what I thought. I cannot taste the whiskey in that at all. Wow, it's really I've never had anything like this, and I've never had the other apple varieties on the market, like liqueurs and stuff. But I tell you honestly, if I was to say, if someone handed this to me with a clear bottle and said, "What do you think this is?" I probably wouldn't say apple. I don't know what I'd say. It's I cannot. It's such a strange sweetness. There's a bitterness in there as well. Like there's a like a tanniny kind of tangy, but there's also this. It kind of tastes like. This is gonna sound. Can we swear? This is gonna sound fucking weird, but it kind of tastes a little bit like icing sugar on like fruit loaf cake. You know that real thick white layer on. I think it's a German cake. Real thick. It's like a cake with like sultanas and dark, sometimes nuts in it and stuff, dark walnuts and everything. And then on the top, there's a real thick white. It's like snow or frozen ice. It's kind of like that. Or, I mean, at least it doesn't taste like that, but at least that's the flavor, or that's the feeling I'm getting. That's the thing that I'm reminded of when I taste this. Like a thick, you've bitten through this cake and you've gone through this thick layer of white icing sugar or coating on top. And that's not what I would expect. Maybe it's good with Coke. Well, I'm definitely going to try that tonight on D-Live. Now, will this work? I just put a link in my chat to my D-Live. Hopefully that pops up because my Jack Daniels links aren't working. I don't know if that'll work. Does it taste like Granny Smith apples? It doesn't, Rob Mac. It doesn't. And it says here made with real crisp green apples, which is Granny Smith. I don't hear it. I don't feel it. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill my Stream Deck. That's obviously not working. Let me just kill my Stream Deck. Stream Deck. I'm going to quit my Stream Deck and I'm going to reload it. That could have been a disaster move, but I'm just killed my Stream Deck. And I just turned it back on. And now I'm going to put that link in the chat again, see if this works. See if that works. My D-Live link. If you want to see me mixing this with Coke, come to my D-Live, of which I'm putting in the chat. And did it work? I don't know if it worked. I don't know why that wouldn't be working. There it is. Go scope my D-Live channel. Okay, so that worked. So that could mean that if I hit this now, possibly... Let me do this. Let me do this eloquently. Hey, folks, if you're here just for my Jack Daniels reviews, if you're here just for the content of Jack Daniels, maybe you think this guy's got interesting content, but I want to see specifically the times he's opened up Jack Daniels whiskey. Well, we've done it every 10 weeks. Like I said, there'll be a fresh bottle there the next time you see me, and that bottle will remain for 10, well, it won't be 10 weeks, it'll be 10 streams, because July I'm doing a stream every day, but usually it'd be 10 weeks. Now I'm putting in the chat right here, literally time-stamped links to whenever we've opened a bottle of Jack. Yes, that's working now. Okay, so there's the key. If it doesn't work, kill your Stream Deck and reload it. I don't know why, the API just probably didn't kick in or something. But while that's happening, let's try some, as Jack Daniels recommend, on the rocks. So let's get rid of... Yeah. Now look, let's rock it up. Let's rock it up. I'll rock it up with 2 rocks. I love these big rocks. Hey, look at these big cubes of ice. I'll go 2 rocks. This is a heads up too for those wondering. It is 9:26 a.m. for me, so drinking whiskey in the morning. Jesus. Look at the openings here. 1907. We began this magical mystery tour with the Australian only release of 1907. My favorite Jack Daniels, also the cheapest Jack you can get in this country. 1907. It's a white label. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I had some last night actually. Then we had Tennessee Fire. Oh yeah, and Legacy Edition 1. Yeah, cool. All right, well, while that's happening, let's crack some on the rockses. See if the rocks make a difference. On the rocks, looks nice, doesn't it? The coloring is typically rad. That looks sweetness. Yeah, it's weird. I don't think you'll be buying this again. Rob Mac, unless this thing goes really, really well with Coke, I probably wouldn't buy it again. Now, that's not to say I wouldn't taste it again. If somebody said, oh, dude, do you want to try one of these with me? Yeah, it's not bad, but it's not... I don't think it'll sell well in this country, in Australia. I want to tell you about something in a little while, but I was actually tempted to buy it last week. Here's the thing: everybody should buy it. Look, I don't earn off yours. If you buy Jack Daniels, I don't earn a commission. No, but everybody should buy it once and taste it and tell me what you think. Because if you can get it as cheap as you can, Perdsky, in Germany, then grab a bottle. Let's try it on the Roxas. Okay, so it is a little more palatable. It's just the sweetness before. The thick sweetness is what I didn't quite grab. It was like, and again, it's a liqueur, so you probably should be mixing it, right? You should be doing something with it instead of just snipping it neat or on the rocks. You should be probably doing something funky with it, like some Coke or something. Are you getting an aftertaste, Hendrik? An aftertaste? No, there isn't like any kind of strange tweaking of the aftertastes and all that crap. It's you get this kind of like, there's like a tartness. There's like, initially it's the sweet sugary influx, and then you get this kind of like a little tangy twist at the end, and then it's just gone. There's not a lot to it at that point. I would certainly say it's better like this. Rocking it up is way better than going neat. Oh, Red Dog Saloon. Look at this. Oh, this is when you can see in the chat when we see there's Tennessee Honey as well. When we see old number 7 1 liter and old number 7 50 mil, we know that was July. That was one time during July, because I wouldn't have put like a regular bottle of Jack for 10 weeks up there. It's got to be a fancy bottle. And like I said, the bottles never repeat. So you will never see a 700 mil Apple. You will never see a 700 mil Apple Jack again. You may see a liter. I'm just saying, you will never see a 700 mil. The bottle never repeats. Red Dog Saloon, Goose's Bold Selection, Rested Tennessee Rye. I also made a decision. It seems like there's a never-ending supply of single barrels from Jack Daniels, and I decided kind of after rested Tennessee rye, and maybe trying to find the Eric Church, I kind of decided maybe I'm not going to do single barrels because it seems like Jack Daniel's just put out so many of them. Maybe I should be buying a single barrel from every year and just stashing it because they do value the year of them. I don't know. The missus might like it. I'll give it a go. You should give it a go. Everybody should give it a crack and say, okay, well, now we've tried it. And you will know immediately whether this is for you or not. As a drink like this is not for me. As a drink with Coke, we'll try tonight on DLive, and maybe it's a newfound love affair. But at this point, this is a bit of a no from me, for sure. Yeah, right. You know what it is? It needs fizz. It needs to have, like, this would be rad mixed with soda water. Carbonated fizz water, right? Wasser mit Gas. That'd be good with like a seltzer added to this. Old number 7, 200ml opening. That was another DLive. Tennessee rye. Oh, Tennessee rye. Yeah. Haven't had that in the full size bottle either. Tennessee rye. I love seeing them come up in the chat. This is what I was talking about with the texture. Old number 7, 35ml bottle, one of the little airport bottles. Or is that the 50ml? Yeah, it's a sweet beverage. If you were to sit here drinking this across the night, you'd be like, dude, too sweet. Ginger ale. Ooh, Rob Mac. Right. Trying to picture that. Ginger ale. Like a little brownie, a little gingery, a little after gingery taste. Yeah, maybe ginger ale. Old Barrel House. That's where I decided to not do single barrels. When I tried to get the Old Barrel House 1 of 6, they had a 6 series set, and it was just stupidly hard to get. Cave Spring. By the way, that one there, Old Barrel House Cave Spring, you were only allowed to buy 1. I normally get 2 of everything and keep 1. You couldn't do that. They only sold you 1. And I sold the empty bottle for $110. $110 for the empty bottle to a collector. White Rabbit Saloon Special Edition. That's what we just did. We just did. So that's the end of that's the 19 right there in the chat. That's 19 bottles we've opened up. White Rabbit Saloon was last week. We're now up to speed with Tennessee Apple. But before we go here, I want to show you what's happening in the US of A. USA gets this, folks. Look at this. Brown-Forman's Jack Daniel's Tennessee Apple Fizz RTD product launch. It's from the 5th of July. From Ollie. A third Jack Daniel's spirits-based RTD is hitting the US in time for summer. Category, spirits-based RTD. RTD stands for ready to drink. You might know it as a premix. We call it a premix in Australia. Available from this month. Location in the USA. 16 different states. $4 per can or $13 for a 4-pack. Look at this can. Isn't it a beauty? Apple Fizz. How come that opened up again? Apple Fizz. 7% by volume. Crafted cocktail. And that's kind of what I was saying. It says here, Jack Daniel's Tennessee Apple with soda and a twist of lemon. I would really, really love to taste that. In fact, full disclosure, I do have the potential for this to come. You know my contact at Jack Daniel's? Potentially, she's getting me some of this. Nothing confirmed yet, but I would love to try that and make a review of it. But that won't. There is talk of it coming to the Australian market, but I don't know. Yeah, well, I'm going to leave it at that. But if you are interested in seeing my take of this drink mixed with this drink, I'm going to mix these two tonight on D-Live. If you're interested, we're going to play a cap game, Kong's 10 Songs Volume 39. That's over on D-Live. I've got the link in the chat one more time for you. And until then, I guess, thanks for being here with me in the Chisel Chat. I'll see you all tomorrow on Julive, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of this and enjoy my Sunday. You enjoy whatever day you've got, and I'll see you next time on the Streamski. Cheers, ears. Yeah. Yeah.